Nestled in the hills of southeast Ohio, industries with towering smokestacks bellowed and boasted of progress, while arches of steel rail and wood ties became the lifeblood of their existence. Two mighty railroads vied for supremacy in the region's economy, the Ohio River and Western, and the Western Virginia and Ohio. This is their story. In the early 1800s, coal mining was a quiet but deadly practice along the mighty Ohio River. Early steam engines struggled with small coal trains, and abundant profits rarely materialised. Many railroads started, but few survived. They suffered because each operated track independently, and further relied on barge traffic to move coal. Towns like Pittsburgh and Wheeling prospered under these arrangements, because southeast Ohio had little in the way of coal-using industry. Towards the end of the century, Jim Delaney pioneered the region with the area's first steel mill, Delaney Steel. Barge traffic was still more prosperous over the long haul. Jim, searching for a solution, found a resourceful person in a fellow named Dick Levine. Dick envisioned a single rail system winding through the hills of southeast Ohio. He approached the separate railroad entities, and together they formed a loose co-op that eventually flagged itself under the name of the Ohio River Railroad. About this time, a woman of undoubted beauty but less than pristine character found herself a widow after her husband was shot playing cards in the back of one of Marietta's saloons. Miss Tessmacher inherited her deceased husband's coal industry and saw an opportunity with the new railroad co-op to buy up independent coal mines serviced by the Ohio River Railroad. Using her devious womanly charms, Miss Tessmacher acquired the coal mines up to Mount Ephraim at bargain prices. Elsewhere, Bill Otten, a musician by trade, fancied himself a pioneer. With a guitar of very futuristic design in hand, Bill ventured into the business of logging. Up until now, the logging industry had ploughed along slowly, with horse being the main source of power to move trees. Otten Lumber, which itself saw the benefit of rail, purchased its own equipment and laid track from Unionville to its logging camps. However, transporting logs on the Ohio River was slow and expensive, and Bill needed a remedy. He found out that a group of businessmen in Marietta were looking to build a sawmill in Sayreville. Bill sought out Dick Levine, and an agreement was made that the Ohio River Railroad would transport his fallen trees to the sawmill. Before long, the little co-op of railroaders found themselves owning a growing business. Bigger and more powerful engines that could go further and faster had to be acquired to handle the growing need. In the wider world, the angry voices of war between the states turned to a reality. By the end of the conflict, the little cooperative had formed into a corporation. With the extra buying power enabled, the Ohio River Railroad enlisted the talents of a Swede, Bjorn Centegren, to design and build a bridge to span the gap over Sayreville. A masterful engineering feat, the bridge was built, thus enabling an effective form of communication between the coal mining and logging towns of the northern areas to the population of Marietta. As the century drew to a close, the Ohio River Railroad had grown into a strong and confident organisation. Little did they realise what struggles lay ahead.